Welcome to this special segment where we walk the talk in downtown Arlington. I'm your host, Brandee Kelley. Today, we'll be exploring some key locations in downtown Arlington, and we'll talk about the vibrancy, accessibility, and pedestrian friendliness with Maggie Campbell, President and CEO of Downtown Arlington. Join me. Maggie, thank you for having us here today in your office.
Well, I'm excited. I'm excited to share what we do here in downtown Arlington.
Yeah, so how did downtown Arlington get started?
We're really an organization that's very community-based. We were formed back in 2006, and it really was a public-private partnership with the downtown business community, the City of Arlington, and the University of Texas at Arlington to create a place here that we can all be proud of and call Downtown Arlington. In 2010, the property owners supported the creation of a business improvement district. So they pay an additional property tax, and that gives us a dedicated budget to do things that provide value to the property owners and the businesses. So with that funding, we do marketing, we do economic development, we do business recruitment, we show up at City Hall as advocates for downtown. We do beautification, and more importantly, and most recently, we've added clean and safe services through some downtown ambassadors that work out on the street every day. We have such a unique mix of our businesses, and one of the things that we've learned is that a huge percentage of them are UTA grads. And so we have, over time, been that place where people stay and invest and get involved in the community. And so that's part of it, is they want to be part of this community. The other reason why people want to be here is simply it's working. We have 1.7 million visitors a year. 57% of them are from out of town, but this is also where the locals go. This is where you want to have that local experience. And so many of our businesses are one of a kind. I want to take you to one of them right now.
Oh, where are we headed?
We're headed to a little place called Sugar Bees. This was someone with local connections that started in a little tiny business, maybe even in her kitchen. And she is now one of the best wedding cake designers with a destination business. And then a couple of years ago, I think even during the pandemic, she opened a sandwich shop called The Hive. And so she's got two businesses sitting side by side, both very successful, part of this urban union. And across the street from her location is where you see all this new development that will be opening very soon.
You are a girl after my own heart. I love that we started with dessert. Tell me about Heidi Allison's other business.
So now we're in a place called The Hive, and I think that Heidi saw that there was a gap in the market. There really wasn't a place downtown for a nice homemade soup and salad lunch, and I think The Hive really fits that bill. They have fresh ingredients, signature hibiscus tea, homemade sourdough bread that their sandwiches are made on. And this is across the street from my office.
Oh, wow.
So
I'm very excited about that. I do have one question for you. Some people have asked about the difference between downtown Arlington and the entertainment district. Would you like to touch on that?
Sure. The entertainment district is its own district. It is about a mile away from our downtown. And we are really focused working with the city and many of the stakeholders, trying to address the areas in between downtown and the entertainment district. We know that we get a huge percentage of visitors, so we benefit anytime there's big events going on in the nearby district. But you know, the entertainment district has major anchor destinations that fill their venues, such as AT&T Stadium and Globe Life Field, Ganulo's Hotel, Texas Live. There's a lot of energy there. The new National Medal of Honor Museum will be opening next year, which is going to grow our visitor numbers even more. But we are the next closest walkable destination where you can find an authentic mix of businesses and entertainment choices. So while it's not the same place, it's very close. and we definitely benefit from each other's energy.
I love the walkability, and that really clears it up for me.
Tell us about this space we're in.
Well, we're in Union Works, and it's one of our popular co-working businesses. There are at least 25 different small businesses that call this their home. And, you know, co-working is a great solution for a lot of businesses that don't want to have the full carrying costs of their own rent and overhead. And it does create its own community where you share space and you share amenities and you actually sometimes share businesses. So this has been here as an anchor in Urban Union from the beginning, and we're really happy they're one of our neighbors.
Well, so what do you see for the future of downtown Arlington?
I see a lot more of what you already see happening, but I think more is the operative word. It's going to become more walkable as we fill in with infill development. As the market brings more housing choices, we're going to see our population continue to change and shift. As this university grows, and it is growing by leaps and bounds, we will continue to be that place that attracts students to stay here and invest in businesses and stay part of the community. And as the entertainment district grows, and it is growing, we will continue to benefit from that. And I think the space between downtown and the entertainment district will start to change just because of the sheer magnitude of what's happening in both places.
Thank you for joining Kristin, Babek, and me as we walk the talk in downtown Arlington.
Hope you're inspired to explore this dynamic area on foot and experience all it has to offer.
Stay tuned and join us for more exciting episodes on community engagement and urban design. Until then, walk the talk in downtown Arlington.